Good morning, everyone. I'm TheoSophia. I hope that everyone had a great weekend. Hopefully, the weather was not as hot and you were able to enjoy and get out and have family. So, today is a Horus Day. So, we're going to work on learning some more healing techniques like the ones I taught you. They're about raising consciousness and holding more light. So let's set the energy here by doing our tube of light together. Beloved, I am presence bright. Round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I am calling forth the violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I am one with the violet flame. Beloved, I am presence bright, round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I am calling forth the violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I am one with the violet flame. Beloved, I am presence bright, round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I'm calling forth the violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name time. I reach out to the great central sun, calling forth Lord Gautama Buddha and his protective blue flame to come down and surround this YouTube channel room that we are in, and each individual's aura and their tube of light with 4 inches of light, sealing all doorways, allowing only love in or out. Thank you. We will ask Mother and Father to come sit in our hearts. And do it today with the feeling of being awake to it, like you're touching it. How does it feel to you? As we call and reach out to all the beautiful different phylums of the angels. And we welcome all the masters to come and to share their love and wisdom with us. And we reach out to the universe in this protective place. All those who are light and walking in light and are willing to come to learn more are welcome. And now together we will say our mantra. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. As I look out over the mountain and see the clouds of light, I understand that I am as he is in love. I'm sorry, I left my phone over where I'm not, so that didn't work too well. All right. So did anyone first have any questions from their weekend? Oh, a lot more people came. Let me say hello to everybody. Okay, how about this? Chase, good morning. Barbara Ward. And Annie, I hope your birthday went well. And we're wishing you a blessed week too, Barbara Ward. Marby, Good morning. Carol Swisher, good morning. Very good, there we are. All right. So sometimes when you're having a weekend and you're with friends, things about your spirituality come up. So if you have a question, feel free to ask me, and I will respond. If it's about light and the masters and spirit and Jesus. So I want to give you an exercise to practice to help enhance the light that you're carrying in consciousness. Okay. It's just everybody still saying hello. All right. Oh, it's a pretty sound, isn't it? Lisa's not going to say anything. All right. So I want everybody to get grounded, bringing their energy deep down into the earth. If you're someone who follows my work, you know exactly how to get deep down into the earth. And in that, we're going to allow light in. And that's what this exercise is about. So I want you to place your left hand, light comes in on the left, and it goes out through the right. So we're going to place our left hand on our heart. And we're going to ask for God to come and to fill your heart with His light. And I want you to envision a golden sun coming into your heart and resonating there. Remember to breathe. And your heart keeps expanding and expanding and expanding out into infinity. Maybe your breaths will become bigger. So I do want you to take this moment, and whether you're seeing with your eyes, with third eye, or if you're imagining, it doesn't matter. I want you to feel what's occurring. And we'll just say hello. As it keeps expanding out into infinity. So here we're going to state our intention. So our intention is to begin to know and be able to experience the highest level of God's light. Okay? Good. You must know it is so. Now, if you didn't know, there's a seal point about 3 inches up in the back of your head. And I would like you to welcome your higher self into that seal point with her light of God that she holds, which is going to begin to expand the light from your seal point, merging with your heart that's exploding in light at this time. And just keep breathing and stretching the union of those two lights out into infinity. And be aware of how it makes you feel. And this is raising consciousness. The more you do this, perhaps once a day at first, your consciousness is going to start remaining in this place, in this high light. So at this moment, if you have anything that needs to be healed, because doing this way and bringing light deep into your heart and light from your higher self of God through the zeal point, the level and the power of your light has tripled. So it's a very powerful moment. If you have something somewhere in you or a thought pattern that you have, let it be embraced by all this light you're holding. Very good. Everyone's doing well. A lot of bright light. Good. So slowly bring yourself back into the room. Now, ask me any questions or tell me about how it felt, and then we'll do it again. So you'll have an understanding on how to practice it. You go down to the bottom. This is why I always say thoughts are things. As we give thought to this process, you can feel it become real as the light is following what the thought wishes it to do, which is to become more the God that you are. And as you stretch it, just knowing it's like a sheet of light that you can pull and stretch and have it go to infinity, you are being stretched. I'm just curious to see how any of you felt with that. Okay. Chase, Barbie, Barbara, anybody? And how did that make you feel? Felt very expansive and free. Did you by any chance feel warm and at peace? Okay. So we're going to go in and do this exercise again. And I don't want to have it be a long experience because then sometimes people tend not to do it. So let's just take it gently. giving it your peace and a gentle intention, and let's see where it can take you. All right? Okay. So we're going to place our left hand on our heart, and we're going to call in the light of God to fill your heart. And inside your heart, you're going to envision the golden sun, like on the horizon. And it begins to expand and continues to expand out to infinity. Whether it's with your thought that you see it moving, or if you take your hand and gently stretch it, it doesn't matter which way. Feel the energy and the light of this intention of expanding the God light within your heart. Excellent. Now we would like you to go to 3 inches above your neck and open your zeal point, the back of the third eye, and call your higher self in to bring their experience of God radiating into your being. And that light and its great intensive energy is going to merge with the light you have in your heart and have a greater expansion into infinity. So as you have your heart, hand on your heart, and your light supporting the back of your seal point, just breathe here. Understand the expansion of God's light that's happening all around you and through you. Begin to feel how peaceful you become. For myself, it's like the words of restriction. They're hard to come into the mind. And if they do, I just stretch more light. This is what we want to have happen. In those situations, just stretch the light, annihilating the illusion. Very, very good. Make sure you're rooted. It's very important that you don't lift up and away from your body. You want to do this exercise within your body and move out around it, beginning to understand oneness. You're starting to tingle all over or in a certain area. You have that sun, golden sun in your heart expanding, and the light of the God from your higher self expanding out through your zeal point, all unifying within you. Keep stretching until you feel comfortable. Okay. Centered, at peace, harmony, gentleness, kindness, sweetness, innocence, peace. For me are all found here. And now you can let it go. And see how much stays within you. You should see nothing but gold. And if you don't today, there will come a day when it will be nothing but gold. And then that day, which at times could be interfered with by life, we'll get to where there is no such thing as interference. So let's see, Andy says she felt so much light. Excellent. Barbara said same temperature but tingly. I would say, Barbara, deepen your root and stretch the two locations out further. Take that sun with your mind and let it reach out beyond it. And know that light that comes in through your higher self is universal, beyond that which you can even imagine, and bring them in unification. And we'll always remember it's a process, that wherever you are is perfect with it. But if you work with it, your consciousness will grow, your light will become more intense, and you will find all those words, peace, harmony, whatever it is that your desire is. Excellent. And remember that this power of light is triple in strength for healing. So if you have a knee that's aching, or an elbow, or a belly, or a liver, take that light to it. Let it embrace it and move through the inner molecules and see what happens. This will create a belief. There's a lot of clicking in my head. Perhaps there is in your neck also. I want you to make sure you're drinking hydrating. Excellent. So here's the truth. So when you live in your heart and that you become at one with your higher self, you co-create with God in healing. So when you live in your heart and you are at one with your higher self, you co-create with God in healing. Very powerful. Any questions? Remember, crown, third eye, and throat, right here on every finger. And how do you bring all that energy into your hands? Is you lift it up from your heart, up over your shoulders and out your palms and your fingers. And you can let them pulse through the fingertips. Just take a minute and put those hands on yourself and feel the light that moves through that pulsing of the fingertips from that light you generated. All right. I hope you found that very powerful. Any questions for me? Do you think this will be beneficial? Hmm. Well, I guess I'll have to leave you with feeling, I hope, wonderful. And we shall see. And she's felt her body was tingling and vibrating. I like that vibrating word. It's powerful, something shifting. All right. Well, so you have something you can practice, and I'll look forward to hearing how that's shifting and affecting your daily life. And here's Barbara Ward. This was a very powerful exercise. I can see why we need to be fully grounded. Thank you, Mother. You're welcome, Barbara. Yes, because if you are lax about getting grounded, this is going to teach you how to do it. And somewhere in the beginning. And if you need me to, I'll go over it again next time. But I appreciate everyone for showing up. Now, you know, if anyone wants to have a healing with me, the way to do that is in your sheet that you get in the beginning, how to go on and schedule. And I do accept donations, and wanting to be here for you. So, here's Marby. I felt the golden sun pouring into my heart, and felt so warm that I was sweating. It felt so good. Well, that is wonderful. And Anik says, thank you for sharing your wisdom. Very good. I feel like I can go on with my day. I hope you will take this wondrous feeling and have a blessed day yourself. Many blessings.